Hi, I'm Sara Alvarez.
And I'm Coral Bass with Manatee County Parks and Natural Resources.
Today we're here at Emerson Point Preserve, a beautiful estuary habitat where animals and plants come together that can tolerate salty waters.
We're gonna go on a treasure hunt, so come with us. Let's see what we can find.
Let's go.
It's an oyster shell! What's amazing about oysters is these little filter feeders can suck up about a pool's amount of water in one day, like an Olympic-sized swimming pool. So these are important, and these guys are filter feeding. That means they breathe it in, take in all the particles, and then breathe out fresh, clean water.
Come take a closer look into the sand and you might find holes all over made by crabs. Crabs have these great meaty claws that they're able to use to defend themselves. And even if they lose one, they can regrow it on their next exoskeleton growth.
Bay scallops are one of the many shells you can find along our beaches here, and they're interesting. These guys are filter feeders, just like the oysters we saw earlier, but because they're filter feeders, they're highly sensitive to pollution. So when pollution comes in the water and they filter feed, they actually accumulate all the bad stuff that comes in as well as the food. So when you're looking at them and you spot them, it's a very exciting day.
As you look over the water, you might see the presence of birds. They're probably hunting or looking for food. Another sign that you can look for are feathers.
So sea grapes are one of our really amazing coastal plants that you'll see along here. What's neat about them is, unlike a lot of fruit, like you'll see a string of grapes all will ripen at the same time, but sea grapes don't. As you can see, they ripen at different times and at different speeds. So some of them on the plant will ripen faster than others, and that's why the birds really like them. They can come in, they can eat their fill, and then they leave and come back the next time it ripens. But it's harder for us if we're gonna pick them to make into a jelly, which is what they're commonly used for. However, let me tell you, at our preserves, no picking, all right? We leave it for our wildlife. The other really, really cool part about these guys is this. The leaves, all right? So notice these are nice dry leaves. Used to be, back in the day, when people would winter over in Florida, they'd send a sea grape leaf with a stamp and write it out just like it was a postcard and send it to their family and friends who are in the northern climates, freezing. We, however, get to have these guys year-round.
Take a closer look at the leaves of plants and you might find some insect friends. Some might be pollinating, some might be grazing, some might be taking a short break from the heat of the sun. Or you could even find some growing insects inside the cocoons hanging from the branches of a plant. Look down at your feet and you might find that yours are not the only tracks you see. Here we have the tracks of a heron, probably looking from shore for some fish to hunt. As you walk the estuary trails, look overhead and you will see the long arcing roots of the red mangrove trees. Few plants have their salt excluding properties and can tolerate the salty waters of estuaries. As you look up all the mangroves, you might notice their seed pods or propaqules. Mangroves will drop these into the waters and they will float away in the ocean to be able to sprout a new mangrove.
This right here is a crown conch. It is. But hiding inside of it is a different animal that's taken over once that crown conch died. Inside is our friend, the hermit crab. And hermit crabs, when they change shells, they go from one shell to another. Their soft back body can't handle being outside of a shell, so they use this as their protection.
As you walk along, you might find beach sunflowers. These flowers bloom all year round and attract many pollinators. What a beautiful color. Thank you for joining us as we explore this estuary habitat. For more videos, you can go to our Facebook page at Manatee Parks and Natural Resources.